Hey, did you know that Leerecs live stream radio is now available on most online radio providers? Search for it and favorite it. Listen to the most interesting and intimate interviews with the artists behind the top true alternative music today at Leerecs.com. Create your free musician profile. Upload your music and create your online store at Leerecs.com. Submit your music for consideration today at Leerecs.com/request and win radio airtime for free.
Cabin Fever. Oh wow, this is an awesome song from Apache Rose. And we have these band in the past, they're fantastic. We have Ilya. This is the leader of this band here with us. Hey Ilya, how's it going?
Hello. Yeah, fine. How are you? Glad to hear from you again.
Likewise. It looks like you've been busy.
I've been busy for past months and half a year. Not unlike last year when, the whole the war situation threw a very big wrench in everything.
Yes.
So I'm not the largest victim here, of course.
No. So, what is this song about? Tell us a little bit. Cabin Fever. What is it?
Yeah, well, actually, Cabin Fever, it's I don't know if it's a medical term, but it's for sure it's a term for a state of mind, a state of when get locked up with somebody or with a group of people. Not locked up, not like a jail, but in a confined space, and you begin to go crazy and drive each other crazy. Well, actually, it all began with the lockdown, of course. I mean, so suddenly, this phrase came to my head, and the song started coming together.
Oh, I see. So when we had you, that I'm guessing that song belonged to a previous batch, right? Or tell me about that. How we were talking about that off the air, right? So you were telling me. Now I feel the way that I'm promoting my music, my art is more meaningful. So I'm interested in understand, how do you see it's different? What has changed specifically?
Well, there are different ways to measure everything, I guess, and promotional results too. But the one I like the most is how the feedback that I get. The feedback from media, from bloggers, from people just DMing me.
That's actually interesting.
And so because I'm not a professional marketer, so probably there are lots of ways to measure it. But to me, the most meaningful is, when you get some DMs, people write they write comments and things like that. Means it's really stirring up some emotions from people that they get off the couch and they write me. So yeah, that's a good thing. Not that this wasn't the case in the previous one, but this time around somehow, maybe it's just been a long time since I've promoted something, because I had a whole year off, probably because of the war and everything, and it feels new. I feel alive in this, in this way again. But it does feel special. And previously, I could have invested, a considerable amount of money in YouTube promotion.
Wow.
Got I got lots of views, but not so many comments. So I'm just focusing right now on trying to focus on people that really care, and we'll hope it's working. Seems to be working.
It's always complicated to get to your audience, to
yes, to get to the core.
Right, to the actual people are truthfully interested, right, in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Still trying to resolve that myself. That's
yeah, it's an interesting thing. What I really like about this process this time around is that like I'm being more mindful of what I do, and and when I listen to like I don't know, like some gurus on YouTube and something. Now I know, like, I begin to understand really what they're saying, and not just, doing a whole lot of stuff and hoping that something works. Like I focused on several things, and, it started to give results. I can give you like a concrete example of that, that I'm really happy about.
That's one of the main things, right? That you have, like you were saying before, right? I feel what I'm doing is more meaningful. It's gotta make sense for you. It has to feel right. Yeah,
exactly. And this time it feels right. For example, the thing that I thought of only just now, but better late than never, for example, is when I like target ads or something to people, I never knew who to target, because I don't know if I like played, I don't know, something like Megadeth, then I would target Megadeth people. But for example, but what I do, I'm not sure, I don't really listen to a lot of, current music, so I'm not really sure who I do sound like. So that was really hard to target, you know? So if I did something like...
No, please go ahead.
Yeah, so if I, was in a certain niche, like, reggae or death metal, that's easy. But I'm like more broader in the genre, so I don't know how to target. So, but then I thought of a very simple thing. I looked into my Spotify, and I opened, the radio that Spotify algorithms do for you, like Radio Apache Rose, and I just started looking, at these little bands that sound like me. And then I went from... I clicked one band that was like larger than me, and I clicked their radio until I found somebody more or less close to me that could be that was in the Facebook interests catalog, like Death Cab for Cutie, for example, which I never thought of, or Arcade Fire. So I narrowed down the targeting more or less close to me. According to Spotify. So that's algorithmic thing that that generally I think you could trust. And so I use that as an audience. And the second thing I did that I heard from somebody else, maybe a long time ago, but I didn't use it, I made a playlist, like this is Apache Rose. And I targeted all the people, not to a song, but to a playlist. Right now, like in 1 month, this playlist is like the second largest playlist that plays me. So,
wow.
That's an example. So that's an example of how you should do it right.
Right, that's actually, it's actually really, really smart. What's that? I'll ask you about the playlist later and probably try to include it. That's fantastic. I'm really glad for you. So you see this growth, and what does it translate into? What do you think you're getting at? What do you feel you're getting out of it?
You mean the growing of the numbers?
Yeah. So after you do this, this growth that you're experiencing, what does it translate into? Do you get more visits to your Instagram, for example, or what do you get out of it?
I think that the Spotify thing is a thing in itself. Mostly because as far as I understand, it is contained within Spotify. So I hopefully get to trigger the algorithm, and people and I will grow on Spotify. But this does translate sometimes, to people like DMing me, like, I heard you on Spotify, you're great. So basically, it's a thing for within the streaming platform, but it does, overspill on different things as well.
Well, that's really fantastic, and I'm gonna check it afterwards. You've done really, really smart. Actually, might be copying you in some ways, and a lot of people should.
Yeah, please do, because for me it was like I probably heard of this some in more or less the previous years, these concepts that I talk about that I just discovered, but I never used them, and now it all makes sense. So it's a thing like when something clicks in your head and you think, wow, that was really obvious, but somehow not.
Isn't it? Yeah. Why did I do that before? And you're always focused.
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
I gotta make better music and better sound, and then you don't follow up. You don't do these things that are actually really, really important to attain what we were saying at the beginning, right? To let your true audience find you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really nice, to get some, fresh results and fresh feelings from your promotion that, you're doing something new and it's working. When the feeling when something is working is really good.
Because we need that. Otherwise, you're losing, even though it's passion, you lose,
exactly.
momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
And what am I doing all
exactly.
this for, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I had this moment, sort of like a promotional burnout, like in the previous 1.5 years. So when I first started, I started like throwing money at it, got some results. But then over time, I felt, I don't know, that like it's not like growing. So the minute I stop, throwing money at it, it sort of stops. So, it was like sort of a hamster wheel that stopped making me happy after several cycles. That actually, I had a thing like that. And so right now I'm beginning to do it a little bit differently. And I hope it will be like a more enjoyable cycle.
Absolutely. Ilya from Apache Rose, which, by the way, I always thought was a fantastic name. Apache Rose, I really like it. Cabin Fever, and we talked about the song, we talked about, the gap during this time, evolution, promotion, all these things, and passion, hamster wheels. All right, so let's get, let's do something to allow people know better the person behind the music, and this is what we're doing. We're doing a rapid fire set of questions, and it's a game. So we're gonna try this, and the only rule, don't think. That's the only rule, really. Don't think. Don't overthink. Just answer first thing comes to mind, if you wish.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. What's your favorite drink?
Whiskey.
Whiskey?
Whiskey.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite snack?
Avocado.
Okay, nice. What's your favorite app, website?
Facebook.
Okay. Best movie of all time?
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, hashtag to describe yourself. From Russia with love.
All
right. Dream job. I think this one is easy.
Dream job, playing at the Wembley.
All right. Dream trip.
Dream trip, for the coast to coast US.
All right, nice. What TV show will you binge and watch all the time, over and over?
I know the answer. I forgot the name. Big Bang Theory.
All right. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite place? Place that you find yourself in balance?
My country home near Moscow.
Beautiful.
Which is not available for me right now.
Oh. Okay. You will have a talk about that.
Yeah.
Your favorite book and its author?
The Hobbit, John Tolkien.
All right. 3 adjectives to describe yourself.
Ooh, okay, I'm trying not to think. I am modest, I hope. More or less hardworking, and trying to be productive. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. Modest, hardworking, and productive. I like it. Your favorite memento?
Meaning memory?
Memory, or object of a moment.
Like memory, like any childhood memory or like anything.
Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, my favorite memory is, that I'm 3 years old and I'm walking to kindergarten with my mom, and I know that today is my birthday. So that's my favorite memory, because that's the first memory I can, put a date on. Like, I'm 3 years old, I can remember myself, I'm exactly 3 years old.
Wonderful. Okay, that was fantastic. Ilya, fantastic. Good job.
Thank you.
Love it. All right, so this concludes this talk today. Thank you so much, Ilya. Appreciate your time. Appreciate sending music over. You're doing fantastic. Really, really love the song.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. And I'll be looking forward to talking to you again. Thank you. Very nice to be on your show.
Thank you, of course. Okay. We're going to enjoy a little bit more of Cabin Fever, Apache Rose. Till next time.
Bye.
Do you know that Leerecs live stream radio is now available on most online radio providers? Search for it and favorite it. Listen to the most interesting and intimate interviews with the artists behind the top true alternative music today at Leerecs.com. Create your free musician profile. Upload your music and create your online store at Leerecs.com. Submit your music for consideration today at Leerecs.com/request and win radio airtime for free.